Okay, we can start.
Okay. Okay, then we will start. We will record this session, and afterwards, Carlos will create two videos out of it, one in English and one in Spanish. So we will start in English, go through all the stuff in English, and afterwards we switch to Spanish, and Carlos will go through the stuff in Spanish, and then we have two videos out of it. So welcome to today's AMA or community call we have. So there was some time ago that we had the last call, and now there are some updates. We just reorganized ourselves a little bit due to pressure on the crypto market and all this stuff. And now we will show you how we want to proceed in order to create a sustainable token which really can survive in the crypto market. Even the crypto market has its pressure on it. So we now want to first priority create a stable token. We want to create liquidity on the market, and then we can go on. So that means that at the moment we will postpone the whole social media part of Viblos. We will only postpone it a little bit to the back, because at the moment it's not possible to create a sustainable project, a sustainable token out of the social media project.
Daniel, just one moment. Damian that he cannot hear us. Please, the other people who are participating right now, could you in the chat write if you are hearing the presentation? If you can hear us? Okay, yeah,
Reto can. It's probably on your Zoom side. Okay, thanks. Okay, then it's on. You have to check. Let's quickly answer German. So as he wrote in German, I can answer this in German. Okay, thanks, Carlos.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. So just go back. The whole social media part is a little bit postponed. We first create another kind of setup around trading. We will see afterwards that allows us to provide our own liquidity into the market to make this token sustainable. Even when there is pressure on the crypto market. So this way we have a very strong token, and then out of this space we can go back and build the whole social media around it. But now let us explain what we will do to make this this token stable. So, and first, it's all around based on trading, on Carlos trading. When you follow in Telegram, you always see kind of the things Carlos is posting. Here, he will quickly explain what he is trading and how this works together with Darwinex. Carlos?
Okay, I read some comment about the trading success right now. That was, I think, Dennis. He makes a comment that he doesn't see that this trading account is working very well. Well, I have to tell you, you are completely wrong. I'm very happy with the results until now. I know that everybody's expecting that we start to grow very, very quickly. Like I tell you already, for me, the most important thing is to achieve the 25%. I show you already that it's not necessary to make a lot of operations, and it's also not necessary to be very accurate with a lot of operations. You can see in the Darwinex, if you go there, you can see that I have a 20% of success trades. This is more than enough. I think it's an amazing, great number, because like I tell you, I try to get very long trades. The trades that I trying to catch is 100, 150, 200 ticks. You saw already once that happens. I need just one trade in order to increase the account in 10, 15, maybe 20%. like I told you already, in a moment, I'm very, very carefully with the trading, because I'm very concentrated in order to protect the capital. We have right now a drawdown from 7. Well, it's a little bit relative, because you see, it's a drawdown that we are in positive. I mean, we are still working with earnings that I made with just one trade. Okay. If you see that the price go down, I told you already, you don't have to be worried about it. As soon I take and I can get the 25% in the account, you can be sure you're gonna see a completely different way of trading than I make. I can be very aggressive, but the most important thing for me is to achieve this 25%. If the amount of the money right now in the account goes a little bit down, don't worry about it. I told you already, this is not a problem for me. I go to multiplicate the account. Something that I think is very important that I explain you. Look, right now you have in front of you how is everything configured with the trading account. It is really, oh well, what was that? Okay. This time that I was working with the different platforms, that give me a lot of information and a lot of experience. You have to understand that you see, for example, the account or the platform in the left side on the top, that is the NanoTrader, that is from Self-Invest. In this platform, I search for my entrance. That is the platform that I use to search for the entrance. Well, in order to be in the futures market with DarwinX, I had to open a new account in Interactive Brokers. You can see Interactive Brokers is the one in the left side down. DarwinX is in the right side up. You can see DarwinX, and then at the end on the right side on the bottom, you can see the multi-charts. I want to show you this one because this is a very complex thing, and it was not very easy for me. I need also this time in order to understand how the small slipperage works with the futures market. Normally, you don't have that in the futures market because the CME doesn't allow the brokers to make a slipperage in the price. But in the case from DarwinX is a little bit different, because the way that is the whole programming, they have this small slipperage, and I had to learn to work with the stop orders, with the stop limit orders, because these orders are completely different than the ones I have in the NanoTrader. That is the one from Self-Invest. That is this account that I have since many years from Luxembourg. So, like I told you already, you have to be a little bit patient. In these weeks, I have been trading, and I have been making a lot of tests about the different orders that I make, because sometimes I like to trade the news. You know that normally all the people who trade in the market say when you have news, you have to stop. You cannot trade in this moment. I don't have a problem with that. In contrary, I love to trade news. And some of the operation that you see that I lose is because I trade news. But the problem is that, like I tell you, I had to learn to work with the limit orders and the stop orders from the other platform, because the slipperage they have there is completely different than the one I have in NanoTrader. That's the reason I don't have at the moment, didn't have several trades that I was in a very good position. I see exactly the market. I see in which direction the price goes. But like I tell you, in these weeks, I had to learn that I have to be very careful with the limit orders and stop orders when I'm trading in a news, because sometimes it moves so quickly that this slipperage make that I lose the operations. Well, like I tell you, I'm trading. I'm very confident that I go to multiply this account. One of the important things that you can take about this situation is you have to be very patient in the trading. Many people have the bad idea that trading is to go to the market and start to make a lot of money each day. That is not the way. The most important thing in trading is you have to protect your capital. And that is exactly what I'm doing. When I have the 25%, then you're gonna be able to see a completely different way of trading that I can make. But I don't go to do that until I have this bolster, so I can work with more confidence in the market. So I want to show you the whole process because it's a very difficult thing. I search for my entrance, like I tell you, in the NanoTrader, the platform from Self-Invest, and then I replicate exactly the same operation in the multi-charts. The multi-charts is the one you see in the right side on the bottom. And in this DOM that you see blue and red, I replicate exactly the same entrance that I make in the other account. I'm very used to do that because I trade with 2 accounts already, with this one that you see from NanoTrader and my private account. But the combination with DarwinX and with interactive brokers and then with multi-chart make the things more complicated. So don't worry about it. You're gonna see a very good results. I can tell you, I go to multiply this account in this year. Very important thing, you can ask, well, why you don't trade just with the NanoTrader account? Because DarwinX offers us an amazing opportunity to get capital, and that is paramount in order to achieve our goals. For example, I can tell you, if I make like 25% just in this month of December, DarwinX go to provide us with $500,000 to trade. And from this $500,000, we can get 15% from this revenue in our account. That is the reason that we are working with DarwinX, because with DarwinX, we're gonna have a very big exposure, and then we're gonna have thousands of investors who are willing to invest not just in the trading account, but also in the project. And it is important, and I talk about it because right now, Daniel go to explain you exactly what is the way we want to finance the project, the Biblos project. It's very important that you understand the way that we are doing, and that's the reason we are working so hard with the trading account. Don't be desperate about results. You're gonna see that these ones go to come. Okay, Daniel, I think you can start now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is about trading, and I actually start now on the base that DarwinX is also giving us money. DarwinX is opening an own investment fund for us, and owners or people from DarwinX will put money in. You see other traders, they have funds of 10 million already, and they have far worse results than Carlos can do. So it will be easy to create a big DarwinX fund. DarwinX will support us in this case, and this is the base. And let me explain our central finance system and decentralized financial system that we create in order to make our token sustainable. So on the, oops, that was a little fast. I'm not allowed to click here. On the left-hand side, you see that we will create a DarwinX fund. Let's assume we have 10 million in this DarwinX fund, and Carlos is trading this fund. There will be in the fund monthly performance. Let's say we have 10% performance, everything, and this performance will be the base to give our token the value it needs and the liquidity. So from the whole performance, we take 50% of the performance goes as a fee to our decentralized system, and 50% of the performance goes to the investors of this fund. These are Darwinex users. You can be as a Darwinex user, you can invest money in this fund if you want. So half of the performance always goes directly to you. We don't have any access to this money, but 50% is the performance fee that we collect out of it. And this fee goes into our decentralized system. And on the right-hand side, you see now this decentralized system. So we have this fee vault in the center. So let's assume we have 1 million in this fund. Carlos makes 20% in 1 month. Half of this money, this would be 100,000, so 200,000 in performance. 100,000 goes directly back to the investors. 100,000 is the performance fee that goes to the right-hand side in this fee vault. And with this money, we will buy back Weblot tokens in the market, meaning on P2P and on HitBTC where we are now. So we go to the market and we will buy back the Weblot token. So we create the liquidity that you can sell your token if you want so. So we will buy it directly on the free market. And then with the tokens we bought back, we do some different things. The first is the top one, we will burn 30% of these tokens in this month we bought back. We will put on a burn wallet, we will burn it. That means the over the time, the supply of Weblot token will go down with this system. This will ensure that the value can increase properly. We don't have finalized yet the numbers on to how many token we will burn. So we have 3 billion token in Weblot token. We don't go like the Bitcoin back to 21 million or something. There will be more, but we will come up with this number then in the white paper. So we will burn it. That's the first part that says, yes, it will increase in value over time. And we create the liquidity on the market. 5% on the of the tokens we buy back, they will go to the HOTS, that means Heroes of the Sea wallet. We are still very close connected to Jörg and his Heroes of the Seas. So 5% always go to Heroes of the Sea. And if you stick to the end of this presentation, you will see that we have another project then starting for Heroes of the Sea. But yeah, 5% every month or every 4 months, we do this stuff. 25% goes to the company Weblos. That's the only win Weblos is making. And 40%, and that's now the very important, goes to staking. So mean you have now your opportunity to hold your Weblot token, to sell it on the market because we create liquidity, or you can stake the tokens on our system. And then we build 2 tiers of staking. It's probably 1 year staking or 2 years. And if you do it for 1 year, at least 1 million tokens, if you stake it, 40% of the Weblot we buy back will be distributed to the people they have it staked. So you get an interest on this, you get more Weblot token if you stake, and you participate directly also on the performance of the Darwinex fund. So this is tier 1. We have the tier 2 staking. So if you stake it for 2 years, the tokens, then you have the opportunity on Darwinex to have a better performance portion. So for normal investors in Darwinex, the performance will be 50% goes to you as an investor, 50% goes to our decentralized system. But if you are a tier 2 staker of Weblot tokens, you are able to get a 70% slice of the investment of the performance, and only 30% will go to the decentralized system. So it just gives you an advantage. If you are also an investor in Darwinex, if you put money in there, you can get a better deal on this side. These are the two staking opportunities you will have. And with this system, we will always have liquidity on the market. So you will always be able to sell your tokens. And with the burn mechanism we have, we will ensure that over time the supply of the token will decrease and the value of the token can increase. And we believe that with this system in place, we have the mechanism to create a sustainable token. There is always liquidity on the market for it. And if this system is set up properly, then we can go on and focus back on the social media. Do you want to add something, Carlos?
Just 2 questions. 50% of the money that we make in the performance fee goes directly to the fee value vault, no? That is, the whole money goes there. And the only thing I didn't understand really is, we buy the tokens with all these 50%? Yes, no?
Yes.
And then we share these tokens in the way that you do, that you put it there, no? 30% of the tokens go to the Burn wallet.
Yeah, this is very important. We pay out tokens here. So here comes money, $100,000 from the left side to the right. And with this $100,000, for example, we will buy tokens, Webulo tokens. And now we will distribute the tokens, not the money. Just, to clarify this was what Carlos, I think, was pointing to. So the Burn wallet gets 30% of the tokens. Heroes of the Sea gets tokens, and they can, again, sell the tokens on the market, on P2P or HitBTC. Also, Webulos is getting tokens. Also, the staking, people who are staking, they get more tokens. And because we always have liquidity, you're always able to sell them on the market, HitBTC or P2P.
Another question is, the staking, tier 1 is for 1 year, and tier 2 is for how many years?
It's probably 2 years. We have to make this decision afterwards together with the legal opinion on it, if which one is allowed. But at the moment, let's say it's 1 year to be tier 1. So if you are tier 1, you get part of this 40%. So, and if you do it 2 years, you can also have the better deal on the left side for a 30-70 split. And tier 1, it's 1 year. Tier 2, it's 2 years of
and
staking.
Tier 2 get also some of the tokens for this 40% staking. Yeah? Yes.
So on the 40%, there is no difference. If you stake 1 or 2 years, you get your part of it. But if you are a tier 2, you have also the better performance split.
Okay, that is just to clarify, that is in a case for someone who has tokens and at the same time want to invest in the investment fund. We are talking about 2 different things. One is the tier 1 is for the ones who have tokens and they want to have staking, just to get some interest for the tokens that you are putting in staking 1 year. But some people could say that okay, I have 5 million tokens. I want to put it in tier 2 because I have interest to invest also in the funds. Because you are in T2, then your performance fee will be much bigger than the normal one. Like you see on the top, the normal one is 50-50. The tier 2 performance fee is 70% for the investor and 30% for the fund. And exactly the same process will work with this 30%. This go to the fund. Okay, I think we have here a question. I don't know. I see maybe stupid question. Yeah. What about NFT holders? Do you do a summary on the homepage? Yes, we go to integrate the NFT holders also in this investment fund. We have, at the moment, we don't have the model exactly because we have to get the legal opinion. The legal opinion, we have to do it with expert, with our lawyer, but that is the idea. The idea is that at the end, the NFTs are also linked to the investment fund. And of course, these NFTs go to increase in value because they're gonna be linked to an investment fund. But we have to create a special model in order to do that. That is very important because we cannot make the mistake that create a token that, or the token or the NFTs that are security. They have to be always like a utility, and that's the reason we have to create the model for that. I'm right with that, Daniel?
Yes, you are right, and you don't have to worry. We keep the promise of the NFTs completely. They will be integrated exactly in the way that you get the refund, or you get the money that you originally put on this NFT project. So yeah, and it will be completely nicely integrated in this. We will show you then in a separate white paper exactly how the NFTs are integrated.
Okay,
but yeah,
great.
Good question. Thanks.
Thank you
for this. Okay, the whole system we create here has one, actually, the goal is to create a sustainable token. Carlos, want to quickly explain this picture?
Yeah. Okay. This picture is from my God, right now I lose I forgot the name. Oh, it's a very good friend from me, but you know, I have this problem right now. This Marcel is an investor. He's a guy from Austria, and he sent me this image from the investment that he made in the P2P at the moment that the price was going up. This money that you see, $35,000, is the representation from the $1,000 that he invests in the token Vivlo. At the moment when he put the $1,000 directly in the market, he has he purchased like 1,200,000 tokens, and the value of the tokens achieved $35,000. I want to show you this because it's important. That is exactly what we want to achieve again. We want to create exactly the same value that we made once, and we are sure that we are able to do that. Why? Because right now you see one of the biggest problems in the crypto is that the projects are just holding the finance from the sales of the tokens, and we have to be very different to the other ones. That's the reason Daniel created this amazing, beautiful system in order that we can give liquidity to our token in a very intelligent way that allowed us to work with a utility token and with investment fund. This is our goal, and our goal is to achieve again these numbers so that all the investors in the Vivlos token, all the investors in the NFTs can get a very big revenue. Okay, so.
Okay, and yes, it's not actually my creation, the whole stuff, because here you see now why I was in Dubai. We already showed you the name of Zenit, and I will also post afterwards here the link to its website, Zenit World, because our system is now very close to this project. Let me go back. So actually, as you see, Zenit is actually the equivalent of our Darwinex fund, but Zenit is a very big trading platform where you can invest money in different kind of crypto strategies, all this stuff. So it's much bigger than we are on Darwinex. That's another scale, And they created, if you see in the middle part, a similar way as we have. Ours is much easier. There's a little bit more sophisticated way. They have the fee vault, so they collect the fee and then they burn and buy back their token, the Zen token. And just to give you kind of the impression or kind of an idea how big Zenit will become, they expect by end of 2023 about 1 billion under asset on the Zenit platform. So it's a much bigger scale. They are now selling their Zen token in an ICO. You see on the right side, they have many, I think 12 different rounds. They sell the token, seed 1, seed 2, then the private rounds 1 to 8, and then the official ICO, like of public ICO phases. And they actually raise over 120 million or something around 120 million already. So it's on a much bigger scale, but this was kind of our big brother we looked to, and we created kind of a similar system together with our Darwinex fund in order to make our token be sustainable. And here, as I'm speaking of Zenit, we can also offer you here, if you would be interested. Also, you see, okay, Zenit is kind of the same like Webull, but 100 times bigger. If you would take the opportunity or would like to know more, just let us know. I can just tell you that we can exclusively, because I was in Dubai, I met the people, we really matched quite well with them. They also have a Swiss part in the company, with which we also have a very good connection. They allowed us, if someone wants to invest from this side, just let us know. We are still able to invest in the price you see on the very right, in the orange field, in 75 cents. The price this token goes on the market in May next year will be $3. And from there, it will grow because they also do the burning. They put liquidity on the market and all this stuff. So if you are interested in also investing in this Zen token, just let us know. We have here the opportunity, a very great opportunity, thanks to Zenit and the other company, Creed and Bear, who enabled this for us. So if you are interested, you can also do this. I will afterwards quickly post the link. Oh, I can do it actually right now, that you see if you want to check this out, and yeah, let us know if
Daniel,
there's any interest. Yeah.
What is the price from the token right now from Zenit?
It's so at the moment they're on the private round 3. The others are all completed. It's at the moment it's 118.
And how many tokens they go to create?
153 million, and they sell all the tokens in the beginning. Yeah. So they have 153 million. They will burn back to 21 million, like the Bitcoin. So that's a massive burn, and also a massive increase of the value of the tokens you hold. And yeah, so all the rounds they have until private 8 are really private, so that it's not public. Not everyone can participate. Only then in ICO phase 1 and 2 it would be public. But as we are now close to them, yeah, they allow us to be part of the C2 round if someone is interested.
Okay, and how long you can keep this offer for the 75 cents?
Yeah, that's good. Until end of December. Until
end of December, it's possible to buy the Zenit token, the Zen token, almost at the half price that is already. Okay, because
that is already, and it will go public in end of May 2023. It's already planned. It's already they will be on all major exchanges already. So yeah, and it will start with $3. Just to do this quick advertisement here for Zenit. And just if you're interested, let Carlos or me know, and then we can give you more details about it. Okay. So this was just why I was in Dubai. We connected with Zenit and the whole system around. And it's the base of our system actually that we now created with Darwinex. Here about the timeline, I don't put dates at the moment of the timeline because first we need on the central finance side, Carlos has to trade the account successfully, as he's already doing, because he need to reach certain experience levels in Darwinex. And this only grows over time if he trades successfully. So until the next step is to reach a called Darwinia level, IA level, where, as Carlos explained already, Darwinex is already providing 500,000 or 200,000 from their money to trade with, and we can participate on the performance. And then when he reaches 100% experience, you can always follow on Darwinex, and they see at the moment he's at, I don't know, 25% or something. As soon as he reaches 100%, we can open our own Viblos fund on Darwinex, and then we can start the whole system. In the meantime, we will create a proper white paper of this decentralized system. We will get a legal opinion on it, that everything is safe, everything is clear. And then with the legal opinion, we will create the system, the smart contracts, all this stuff. And then when the Viblos fund is opened, we will do an audit over it, of course, and only when it's audited properly, then, and we are safe on every side and you are safe, then we will launch the system by the 1st of whatever, 2023. Okay.
I think it's everything, no? Right now.
Yeah, yes, so this was everything. We have to hurry a little bit. I just want to give you a quick outlook on Heroes of the Sea. So we will go ahead then also in parallel after setting all this up with Heroes of the Sea. We want to create the healthiest ocean in the metaverse. So in Heroes of the Sea, we will go to the metaverse, and yeah, we will create a virtual ocean out of probably 100,000 NFTs or some things. It's not yet very defined the numbers, but it's probably built on the Unreal Engine. It's a 3D virtual ocean which will be a platform for events, which will be a platform for education of sustainable projects and all this stuff. But it is just an outlook at the moment. I will come back to this. I also made some connections in Dubai exactly for this project, but we will let you know later, beginning of next year, a little bit more about it as we then proceed.
And the idea is that we create also in this metaverse games, no?
Yes, exactly. This is part of this virtual ocean. There is also a game involved, but yeah, at the moment I cannot go really into detail there. But yeah, this is also part of it.
Okay, great.
Okay, meaning with that, we are always connected in the Telegram group. You can always write in the Telegram group and we can have the discussion there. We will now here go back to the beginning, and Carlos can do the presentation in Spanish. And Carlos, we have a deadline of 6 o'clock to be out. So
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.